in this lesson, we'll go ahead and finish prepping the body so that we can add the legs. All right, so our body is now a polygon object. You'll notice that if we go ahead and open this up, there's actually two additional objects that are associated with our basic object, and that is the rounding that we added, which is that fillet. So if we come in here, where'd it go? Go ahead and just look at that. There we go. So that's the fillet that we added, and then the cap itself. Now the cap I'm going to actually rebuild. So let's go ahead and actually get rid of that for now. You can also, when you go in and just add the fillet. So now we want to actually combine this. Before we do it though, I want to delete half of this object. Okay, so we're going to be working and building things on one half. We know the dinosaur is going to be symmetrical, and so we'll go ahead and build one half of it and then use the symmetry generator to create the other half and then convert that to polygons. So let's go ahead now, and with the main geometry selected, we'll go to polygons, and I want to go to select, and let's actually use the loop selection. So I'll go ahead and select a loop on the left side, on top and bottom here, and you can delete that way. And then you can go through if you want to delete everything else, since there's not very many. Now, one thing to be aware of when you're working with polygons here in Cinema 4D is the fact that if we go to our points, you'll see that all these points are sort of left over after having deleted those polygons. So a quick way to get rid of those is, I can't really see it here, so I'm going to go up to Mesh, and let's go to Commands, Optimize. And if we hit OK on that, it's going to get rid of those unused points. You can also alternatively go in and delete those yourself. They're also you can also get that using the right click. There we go, Optimize down there. Okay, let's do the same thing on the rounding. So we'll choose the rounding, and then I'm going to go ahead and delete those polygons on the other side. Now we want to combine these together in one object, right? So we'll go ahead, and I'm just going to take both of these, shift select both of them, go to object here, and I want to right click, and I want to use connect objects and delete. So I've now connected those into a new object, deleted the originals, and so now they're connected. Now they're still not really one piece, okay? The points, if I select one of these points, you can see that the points are not welded together, and you can see I still actually have those stray points here. Let me go ahead and delete those. Okay, so what we want to do is drag across. So we want to make sure that we have our rectangle, or we could use our lasso or polygon. We just don't want to just click and select one. We want to actually drag across multiple points. And now we can come in, right click, and we want to go to weld and click on there. Do the same thing here. Right click, weld, click on there. Okay, and then we just want to go in and weld all of these together. And you can check and make sure that that's working just by clicking on one of them and moving, and you can see it didn't work. So let's go ahead, try that again. Turn off only select visible. Let's go to weld. Try that. Let's see if that worked. Here we go. So we'll go in and try that again. Okay, just turned off that only select visible. That's something you'll have to kind of go back and forth with on your selections, depending on what it is you're actually trying to select. You can kind of see the Phong shading change a little bit as you weld that successfully. So if look at the shading here, you can see it change just a little, just enough to notice. And you can also go back and check it by selecting those points individually, just making sure it's all moving together. So again, go ahead and weld, and then just check it. Okay, we can also rename this. So I'm going to double click in the objects manager. Let's call this body side. And then down here, I just want to fill this in, but I want to fill it in with something a little bit cleaner, something that I've chosen myself. And so one of the ways we can do this, I'm just going to go to edges, right click, and I'm going to use stitch and sew. I'm going to drag from this point all the way down to this point. Okay. Now if I just drag, you can see that it actually moves that. So I actually want to hold down Shift. When I drag that down, that'll create a new polygon there. Okay. Now we can also come in here and let's go to Create, Close Polygon Hole. And now if I hover over this open hole, I can actually just add a new polygon there. Now here, I want to clean this up a little bit. This is an n-gon. So an n-gon is going to be a polygon with more than 4 sides. Okay, basically you've got quads, which make up most of our geometry. That's what we'll want to maintain most of the time. But you can also have triangles. That's the smallest polygon face you can have. And then n-gons is anything over 4. And typically you want to try to avoid those in most cases. So to actually manually redraw some of our polygons here, I'm going to go ahead and choose the knife. And right now the mode is set to line single. That's going to be fine. I'm going to go ahead and leave it as is. We'll turn off restrict to selection. But this will allow you to draw new geometry here. So I'm going to start from this point, kind of come right in the center. And it's set to single, so it's going to go ahead and end that after one line. And then I can go ahead and start from that point to the edge. And now I've just cleaned that up a little bit. Okay? All right, so now we've got our body sort of cleaned up and ready to go. The next thing that we want to do is to go ahead and start to build the leg. So let's go ahead and do that in the next lesson.